With casting talk about the forthcoming New Mutants movie from The Fault in Our Stars director Josh Boone heating up, we realized it was the perfect time to rank the members of the classic New Mutants team. Here's the ground rules. They must have been a member during the original 1983 to 1991 run. So instructors like Professor X or Magneto don't count, nor do unofficial members like Birdbrain and Gossamer. Also, morally, we just can't give Birdbrain credence. So, here's our list. Get ready for a whole new class of mutant mayhem. 19. Feral. This cat-like mutant joined in the last issue of the series, so she was technically only a new mutant for about 3 pages. 18. Shatterstar. Same membership tenure as Feral for this former resident of Mojo World, but we're only putting him higher because of the cool swords and he has a great ponytail. 17. Copycat. Copycat was a shapeshifter that impersonated Domino and joined 2 issues before the title shuttered. Even though she joined under false pretenses, she still counts. 16. Shadowcat. Yes, the supremely awesome Kitty Pryde technically was a member of the team for a hot second. You'll remember Professor X demoted her way back in Uncanny X-Men number 167, but she eventually talked him out of putting her with the X-Babies, as she liked to call them. 15. Warpath. Warpath joined in the last issue, but his history of antagonism with the New Mutants, back from his days as Thunderbird with the Hellions, earns him a higher ranking. 14. Rusty Collins. Rusty's tenure was brief due to his kidnapping/brainwashing by the Mutant Liberation Front. Apparently, also, he went by the codename Firefist at one point, but for the life of us, we cannot find where that happened. So if you have the issue number, please tweet at us at Blaster. 13. Skids. Kidnapped along with Rusty, Skids ranks higher simply because she was smarter and dressed better in the 80s. Plus force fields. 12. Richter. Richter spent most of his New Mutants run with a faux hawk and wearing a vest with no shirt underneath. His pseudo-romance with Wolfbane was sweet, if not seen as naively misguided, given that Richter's now out of the closet. 11. Magma. Magma's lava form is such an iconic and awesome visual for the New Mutants in the 80s. And her ancient Roman colony in the Amazon, started by Selene, the Black Queen from the Hellfire Club origins, was totally unique. Despite this, Magma was always a supporting player, hence the ranking. 10. Karma. Karma was the first team leader, and despite going through the ringer, seemingly getting blown up, then getting possessed by the Shadow King, who turned her into a 700-pound crime lord, she had a fairly limited run with the team. Also, didn't it seem like Karma was always looking for her brother and sister? 9. Cable. Cable's time with the New Mutants was polarizing, beyond his role in starting the trend of big gun, bigger pouches. Whether you loved him or hate him, though, Cable earned his number 9 ranking simply for changing the entire course of the New Mutants, morphing them into X-Force. 8. Boom Boom. A presence for the last third of the title's run, Boom Boom was unforgettable. Rebellious, fun, funny, and tough, she was just really cool. Also, remember when the Beyonder was her best friend? If she's good enough for a celestial entity, she's good enough for our top 10. 7. Cypher. According to New Mutants writer/editor Louise Simonson, letters Marvel received during Cypher's time on the team were pretty negative. But, like Jesus, his stock really went up after he died, with supporters becoming vocal and detractors changing their tune. 6. Sunspot. Sunspot was an essential member of the team for 99 of its 100 issues. Like many a teenage boy, he was hot-headed, horny, and really loved Magnum P.I. Okay, maybe the latter wasn't so common. Anyway, his tenure earns him the rank. 5. Mirage. Dani Moonstar was, arguably, the series lead until she embraced being a Valkyrie and moved to Asgard permanently in issue 85. In addition to being one of the only Native American characters in comics, Dani was notable because she felt so real. Equal parts kindness, strength, and forethought, mixed with a stubborn naivete. 4. Warlock. Warlock was the best. For his species, he was young, probably the emotional equivalent of a 5-year-old, which meant that he was all love and fun and loyalty, especially to his best friend, Cypher. We have to say that actively disliking Warlock is like actively disliking Dolly Parton. It may be a sign for a need of serious self-reflection. 3. Wolfsbane. Poor sweet Rain Sinclair moved her way through most of the New Mutants as a sheltered, orphaned abuse survivor who eventually found her own voice, strength, and identity. Rumored to be one of the characters who will appear in the film, Wolfsbane is of course memorable for always saying, "Deny," which, by the way, I probably totally butchered, but you all know what I mean. 2. Cannonball. Sam Guthrie is the only member to be present for all 100 issues. His run alone gets him the ranking, but contributing factors also include that he's a really good guy, he dated the awesome Lila Cheney, and he would say at least once per issue, "When I'm blasting, I'm nigh invulnerable." 1. Magic. Demon sorceress who can teleport through space and time, Colossus' little sister who constantly struggles with controlling her dark side. Obviously, she's number 1. So, those are our rankings. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you think we need our head examined? Do you think we should be teleported to limbo with magic? Let us know in the comments. Tweet at us at Blaster, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.
When you receive this script, even with the involvement